Good morning. I hope you are still enjoying some Christmas cheer with your families this morning. Certainly it's a season to cozy up and savor traditions, retell old stories, hold close to those you love now and those you have loved in the past, and look ahead to what the new year might bring. We thought it would be a lot of fun to share some holiday memories with you today, not so much of ours, but of our guests this morning. These three women, among them, have nearly 275 Christmases and New Years, and they're going to let us learn a bit from them today. So let me give the introductions, and then we're all going to get nice and acquainted. This is Lois Smith, who does not mind me telling you that she's 92. Is that right, Lois?
That's correct.
This is Eloise Hahn, who is 87 years old. And this is Patty Sorrell, my mom, who is 95. So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Is that a crazy number to hear? 275 Christmases among you? Does that
Yes.
seem like a high number?
Sounds good.
I think we all used to skate together, didn't we?
So I want to ask you something, because this is a time of year when people are kind of telling old stories. As the hour goes along, I hope that we're going to have a chance to hear some of your stories of Christmases past and favorite memories that you have. But can we get to know you a little bit first? Is that okay?
Sure.
I'm looking at you, Lois, so I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm 92 years old. My husband and I were married for almost 71 years when he passed away. We have 5 children, and my one daughter gave me a comment. She said someone had asked her once, how would you describe your mother? And she said, faith, family, and fun. And I think she pretty well hit it.
I love it. Okay, so you, Eloise, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I was born in Stevenson, Alabama, and my first husband, we had one child, and he was in a car accident. And then 2 years later, I married my husband, and he raised our son as his own. He didn't adopt him because his grandparents, Tim was the last one of the family name, and so they asked my husband if he would leave his name alone, and so Ronnie raised him as his son. And
you had a farm in
Yes.
Stevenson, Alabama, 100 acres or more, right?
yes,
And you recently left that to be closer to family to come here in Chattanooga.
to the barn,
Okay,
or the bridge.
to the bridge. All right, Mom, your turn.
Well, I think you know everything there is about me, but nobody else does, so I can say what I want.
You can say whatever you want.
I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, and still love it very much. When I married, I moved to Tyrone, Georgia, and just moved here because my children loved the bridge. My child, well, the bridge.
Are you getting nervous?
A little bit, yeah, I am.
Okay, so I'll say this. So Mom has 4 children. She is born and raised in Atlanta, and then our dad died. You remarried, and that's how you went to Tyrone.
That's right.
Is that a fair way to summarize your life?
And much quicker, yes.
Okay, let's talk fun a little bit. When y'all were little girls, you're all pretty close in age. Were Christmases for you as children the way Christmases seem to be now for today's kids? You're shaking your head, Eloise.
No.
No.
What was different?
Well, back then, most people farmed, and we were poor but loved. I mean, I didn't know what poor was because my family loved me so much, and so we were satisfied. with whatever we got. We were appreciative and we loved it. And now, children get so much that they don't know what to play with or what. And then most of it ends up in a resale shop or Goodwill or something, because they're ready for something else.
It does seem to not last quite as long.
And I just don't think the faith and the love and the joy, children don't have that now like we did.
But let's talk a little bit about the Christmas season. Yeah, when y'all were growing up. Again, Lois, I'm looking at you. So you're from Michigan, right? You mentioned that your daughter said that she would summarize you, part of it was faith. So was your faith a big part of the season, like Eloise is talking about?
Yes, yes. We had the Advent wreath on the dining room table, and we would do the ritual that goes with it. And but that was, my mother always made a birthday cake for Jesus.
Is that a
That
tradition
is
that you
wonderful.
carried then into
No, I
raising your
didn't.
children?
I didn't.
No. Did any of you grow up, Mom, did you grow up with certain church traditions that don't last now?
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't go to the same church, but yeah, I think I was raised the way I'm raising right now, which is I don't live where there is a church, so I just get my Bible down and try to read the Christmas story, but it's a new version.
Did y'all read that growing up, though, on Christmas Eve? Like, would your parents read to you from?
Well, they did sometimes, yes, but we always, we went to bed and had my mother recited the Santa Claus.
'Twas the night before Christmas?
Thank you, Julia. I forget what I'm fixing to say so many times. Thank you. Yes, we from front to back, we said that every word. She was English, like I think you must be, and Mother did not leave out anything. So we had the whole schmear of Santa Claus, and then we were left alone to wiggle and wiggle until Christmas morning.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a little bit of a break. And even though Christmas Day has come and gone, I want to talk some Santa Claus memories with y'all. So let's talk Christmases past when we come back. Are y'all up for it?
Sure.
Okay, cozy in and settle in. It's going to be a fun hour ahead. Welcome back. We're so glad that you can join us this morning talking Christmas memories with Patty, Lois, and Eloise. I want to talk a little bit about stockings when you were children. Were stockings a big thing on Christmas? No? You didn't do stockings?
No.
You didn't either, Lois?
We didn't have a fireplace.
Oh, so you couldn't. You did stockings.
I did stockings, yes, but they were really, they were not like the stockings now. They were really stockings that my mother wore, and they had a run in them. And so she put them away someplace, and I would say, Mom, please, can I have a stocking? And so we would, knowing full well that it would be full of the kind of candy that she liked.
But she put oranges in your stocking.
And oranges in there too,
Yeah.
yes.
Y'all are,
yes.
well, you are a child of the Depression. Are you too, Eloise, to a degree? So was that sometimes part of it? The chance to have a nice meal was a big deal, right? Yeah. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Did you go to see Santa Claus when you were little children? You just knew about him?
Yes, I went to see it.
You did? Do you have a memory of that?
Yeah, and you were told, brainwashed beforehand, you asked for one thing. And you thought and you had the old Christmas catalog that you would mull through, but you could only ask for one thing from Santa Claus. You got gifts from your siblings and from your parents, but it was one thing from Santa Claus.
Do you remember one of your one things? Is there a memory?
Yes, I remember a little cabinet to put some little dishes in that my father had made out of scraps of wood.
Really? But did you think it came from Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Yeah. How about you, Eloise? You didn't go to see Santa Claus. Did you write him a letter? What did you do?
No, I guess I knew, or my parents told me, you know, of Santa Claus.
So you just knew to ask for something, and somehow
Yes.
he got the message.
That's right. That's
Do you have
exactly
a
right.
memory of something special from your childhood that you got for Christmas one year?
Well, for several years, I loved dolls, and I would ask for a doll. And my first one was, you know, didn't have any hair, or its eyes didn't open and close. You know, it was a doll, but I loved it. But then, my real exciting Christmas was I got a doll.
A doll?
A doll that had hair and its eyes opened and closed.
Oh, do you still have the doll?
No, I don't.
Oh, wouldn't that be something
Oh,
if you
yes,
did still? What did you
yes.
name her? Do you remember?
No.
No. I think you still have at the house dolls I got for Christmas when I was little.
I was just going to tell you, y'all, that I've still got a Princess Elizabeth doll that I got when I was about maybe 9 years old. Julie, you know, I forget things sometimes. What did I just say about the princess? I might.
Princess Elizabeth, because she wasn't queen yet? Is that what you mean?
Yes, and it came with her crown and everything, and it's still there. It's still, I still put it out. And the other doll that I still have was the Dion quintuplets. Do y'all remember them?
The Dion
The Dion
quintuplets. Do you remember the
quintuplets?
Dion quintuplets?
And I have Annette. So Annette and the Princess Elizabeth go to bed together every night. So,
But now, would those have been Christmas presents for you? So Eloise said she loved to get dolls at Christmas. What did you like?
yeah, they were for Christmas.
Yeah. And were you like Lois, where you kind of asked for one thing? You didn't have a lot that you got, did you?
No, I really don't think, maybe Mother didn't really know what she was going to get yet. but I could go to Santa Claus and tell him what I wanted. But, and
Did
they
you
were
go
there.
to see Santa Claus?
Oh, I did, yes, I did. My sisters did not, but I did. But, you know, I've got to tell you one funny thing, I think. In those years, in the 30s, Shirley Temple was just beyond belief. Everybody loved her. And I thought, you know, I was walking to school one day and I thought, you know, I am so glad that I am not Shirley Temple. Well, it was because she didn't have a Christmas to look forward to. She had whatever she wanted all the time. And she couldn't possibly get excited like I did at getting presents. And I was so glad I was not Shirley Temple. I'm sure that didn't last too long.
I bet she was glad she wasn't you.
Yes.
When y'all, okay, you mentioned you have brothers and sisters. Do you have brothers and sisters?
No, I'm an only
You're an
child.
only child. So for you, Lois, on Christmas Eve, were those just super exciting times with your brothers and sisters?
Well, my brothers and sisters were, the one closest to me was 5 years older.
Okay.
But they helped keep Santa Claus alive in my life because they went right along with it.
What were some traditions that y'all had? Because I want to go back to kind of to this. We can talk the Depression era. We can also get into World War II times, because I'm sure those were some pretty memorable Christmases too. But are there family traditions like the Advent wreath for you that y'all keep going now, or you did with your own children that you kept going?
Well, we would always go to the Christmas Eve service when I was a child, and we continued this. Once our kids got big enough to, when they were babes, we didn't go, but that was a tradition that we always went to the Christmas Eve service.
Was it a late service or was it?
It was like 7, 8 o'clock. It wasn't super late.
Yeah. Did y'all have one, Eloise, a tradition?
Well, my grandmother always had the family at her home on Christmas Eve, and so I grew up thinking of family and loving, and so now we still get together. Now it's Christmas Day because, you know, my granddaughter has a 9-year-old, and so they want to be, you know, home Christmas Eve night for Santa to come Christmas morning. So we all still get together as a loving family.
There's nothing to beat that. Okay, we're going to take a break. We know yours was the night before Christmas. We already heard your tradition.
Okay.
Okay, we're back in just a minute. So you probably kind of picked up a little bit when we were introducing everybody at the beginning. These three women sort of loosely know each other because they live together at the bridge here in Ooltewah. And Lois, I had a chance to meet. Lois sits at the front. Do you see Lois at the front? Every evening she's there, I think, holding court. And I'll sometimes bring my mom home after hours, and there Lois is, sitting there with a smile on her face. So I've learned a few things about you, and Mom and Eloise are real quick to brag on you, Lois, for your singing voice. You're quite a singer.
Thank you.
So I want to throw this question to you first. Do you have some favorite Christmas memories when it comes to music, like some singers that were big in days gone by, or favorite carols that you have?
From my youth, what I always loved, and you don't hear it, is Fred Waring's chorus doing The Night Before Christmas.
Do y'all know that one?
I know part of what she's saying, but
Do you know it? Who was Fred Waring?
Fred Waring was,
Waring.
he had his Pennsylvanians. He had this chorus that they traveled and they did recordings, and they were just a marvelous, and you could understand what they were saying. That's my pet peeve today.
wasn't he on the radio?
Pardon?
Fred Waring, wasn't he on the radio?
Yes, he was on. He had a program, and it was all music.
Is that what y'all would do too? Like, would you sit around and listen to the radio, even on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day?
Not so much, but we had certain times that as a family, we had programs that we would listen to.
Yeah, it's interesting really to think about it, because so many of the singers that you just can't think of the holidays not including were really not around for people of today. I mean, Nat King Cole, Bing Crosby, Perry Como, so many people that...
And they had on television, these singers would have their families and have a special Christmas program.
Did you have a favorite Christmas song, whether it's a carol or
Well,
just a song?
As I said, we were, you know, we would come together as a family, and so the family, you know, would sing songs, and of course, there was quite a few small children, so it was Jingle Bells and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, you know, bright, cheerful songs.
All the fun things.
Yes.
How about you, Mom? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, my mother's favorite, and so it became mine, was Hark the Herald. No, not Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Well, I think I know what you're going to say.
Well, it came upon a midnight clear, yeah. And I always, you know, as Mother got older and I got older, I could just picture her with being so thankful for the songs that she had and loved. So I think it became one of my favorites, if not the favorite, because I think of her. So that's what memories do for me. It's going back, not going forward so much now.
That is a big part of the season, isn't it? Holding on to those memories. For some people, it's a difficult time of the year. I have a good friend who Christmas Eve brings a lot of nostalgia for her. She cooks in her kitchen and family comes over, but while she's getting ready, she's thinking about her family from days gone by that aren't here anymore. Do y'all hold people kind of closer to your heart this time of the year? Yeah.
Yeah, being an only child, and both of my parents have passed away, and both of my husbands have passed away, so I have some wonderful memories.
I want to know about the war years, the World War II years. Were Christmases notably different then? Y'all would have been, what, teenagers then? Middle
No,
schoolers?
I'd have been, I was 8 going on 9.
That's about what I was too. Are we just about the same age?
You're 3 years
Yeah.
older.
3 years older.
We're just a few years apart.
Okay.
Not a lot of memories then?
Yes, my brother was in the service, and a lot of my family's friends had children or sons in the service, and it made you stop and think
Yeah.
about that. Although it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, they were still fighting.
I read somewhere that, because I guess the air raids, the drills were a big part of life, and that in certain places in the country, they wouldn't put Christmas lights on their trees.
No, you didn't put your Christmas lights out because you had blackout curtains. You didn't, when it got dark, if you were going to have lights on, you had blackout curtains. And school, we had air raid drills for bombing that now they have fire drills or hurricane drills or tornado. Well, we had.
Yeah, the air raid drills. Think about how different, though, all the different Christmases that y'all have seen. So here you are, born in the 30s with the Depression, and then you've got the war years, and then the soldiers come home, and it's the 50s. And life was fun then, wasn't it? Was it a totally different feel in the 50s? That's when all the bubble lights began to come on trees that everybody wants now, and the blow molds. Any of you have those? You know what I'm talking about? Those blow molds? Did y'all have those?
No.
No?
I never heard of a blow mold.
Oh.
Did we have some and I didn't know it?
Maybe. I don't know. If we did, I wish we still had them. They were just those nostalgic, everybody wishes they had them, outside decorations of the old-fashioned Santa Clauses and just days gone by.
Yeah.
But were the 1950s a very different feel? Were y'all newly married
Well,
then?
I got married in the early 50s, and at that time, the Korean War, which is the forgotten war, and the young men that were our age, most of them were in service.
So not such joyous times then.
It was, how could I put this? A time that you thought you were all grown up, but you didn't understand. You still didn't understand. And as a child, you didn't understand what the war was.
Yeah, that's fair to say. You were young and married, right, in the 1950s?
Well, no, Uncle Bob was,
But you were young and married in the 1950s.
I was.
She was. Yeah.
I think I was married. I married in 1950.
Yes.
Okay.
So as the decade went through.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Do you keep in touch with old friends, like old neighbors or anything like that from those days?
Well, I've got one friend that we were in the first grade together, and we're still friends.
Oh my, that's great.
Wow.
She's still one of my favorite, and I am hers.
And she's still in Stevenson, Alabama?
No, she's in Boaz, Alabama.
Isn't that something?
But we started in the first grade together.
Wow. I have ornaments that hang on my tree that my best friend from when we were 3 years old, she and I made for each other. Lisa sent me a picture the other day saying, I'm thinking about you because she has ornaments I made for her on her tree, and I have ornaments from her on mine. So we're 50 years in, but that's nothing like you, Eloise. Okay, we're going to catch a quick break and come right back. Okay, I want to ask y'all something. Let's get away from your childhoods for a minute. I want to talk about when y'all were raising your children. Because I have two daughters who are 21 and 27. So it's different at my house too. I don't have grandchildren yet, so it's different when you don't have little ones. But my husband and I were talking the other day about some of our most fun memories giving Christmas to them. Was that joy-filled for you, raising your children and giving them Christmas? Do you have some times that you can think of where it was just extra special? I have one I'm thinking of with our family, but do you have some Christmas memories of something y'all did that just really was special for your kids? Anything come to mind? Or a gift that you ever gave one of them that really just struck home?
What always stuck out in my mind was the oldest one, when he was little, he was up every 15 minutes to know if Santa Claus.
He must have been kin to my older daughter. I have one of those. Yeah. So you didn't get any sleep hardly. No.
That was, and my husband had made the statement, he says, when are they going to get old enough that they don't get up in the middle of the night?
Was that fun for your husbands to play Santa Claus?
He never played Santa Claus. I had a brother-in-law that he had the costume, and when they were younger, he would play Santa Claus. My husband, he just enjoyed children, period.
Yeah. How about you, Eloise? Is there anything y'all ever did for your son that was just extra special?
Well, I guess he was maybe 7 or 8. Anyway, you know, some kids in school are bullies or know-it-all, and so he was told that there was not a Santa.
Oh.
And so he came home and he said, there is not a Santa. And I said, well, if you don't want to believe that there's a Santa, okay. So that was, you know, close to Christmas. And so, you know, he wanted stuff, and so we bought it, him knowing it was from us.
Uh-huh.
And so, like I said, you know, we would go from our home to my grandmother's. And so, you know, we got up the road a little while. And so, you know, Tim was talking about that there wasn't a Santa. And so, you know, we just went along with him. And so when gifts were open, the main toy that he wanted was not there.
Oh.
And so we told him, we said, well, we bought for you what you had asked for, some of the things, and things that we wanted you to have. And so, you know, he was disappointed.
Did he ever get it?
So when we went back home, and of course he had all of his toys and things that he got down there, and we opened the door, and he was the first one in, and he stopped. And he said, that's what I wanted. And I said, well, undoubtedly, there must still be a Santa Claus.
I bet he still believes today.
He was so excited, and my husband and me, it was just wonderful to see him light up like that.
Did you see her light up telling that story? You got excited too, Eloise. Santa Claus is always there, right?
Yes,
He never
yes,
goes
Santa
away.
Claus is always there.
Do you have a memory of anything you did for any of us that was extra special? I can think of one.
Well, tell it, because I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything?
Well, it's not because it didn't happen. It's because I can't remember anything anymore.
Okay, think about the year. It had to do with Johnny.
Just a minute, y'all.
Oh, well.
I had to do as a little boy.
No, it was the year we got Misty. Remember the year we got Misty?
Oh, yes. He had wanted, I guess he was in his teens, early teens, and he wanted a dog. And we didn't have one at the time. So I had gotten the paper out, and I looked under all the pets and everything, and I found one. And I shared it with my husband, and I said, look, this is what Johnny wants. It's a collie, and it's got this and this and this and this, and I did whatever it said to do so that I could get that dog, and we did. And the people said that they wanted to just keep it at home until it got a little bit older. So we did that and then went to get it, and he was working late at the store where he was working. And when he came home, we had the dog, tell me if I'm telling this wrong.
I'm not about to correct you. Basically, we kept it hidden, and the whole family was sick that Christmas. That's what I remember.
Okay.
And I was, anyway. And we kept the dog hidden until Christmas morning, and he got her under the tree, didn't he?
Well, no.
Oh.
He came in from work. We had grocery stores, and this was family stuff, and so he was late coming home. But anyway, we had put the dog under the tree. So when he came up the steps, I said, "Go look in where the Christmas tree is. I think you might see something you didn't know you were going to have." Well, he just about squealed. He just was so happy. Oh, and we all were. That was the best dog. It was really, really good.
All right.
Okay.
I'm glad your memory is better than mine. I knew it was under the tree. I just had the wrong days. We're back in a minute. Let's take it off Christmas for a minute because New Year's is coming. Are y'all New Year's resolution people? Do you ever make New Year's resolutions?
No.
Me either. Do you make them?
I make them, but as it goes on, they're forgotten.
I think that's like most of us. Do you do New Year's resolutions?
No, I sing the song. This is my New Year's resolution, and I don't know what comes after that.
That's a song?
That's a song. I made it up.
I don't know
Lois
that
just
one.
called your bluff. She said that is not a song. Well, okay, but I don't really do New Year's resolutions either. I used to get kind of the January blues, but I've gotten to where now I kind of like the clean slate of a new year. Do you look forward to a new year?
Yes. I look forward to every 10-year increment because I always looked as I would go, okay, now I'm going into my 30s. What can I accomplish or what can I do to enjoy life?
And where? So now that you're in your 90s, what do you look for?
I enjoy thinking back over the memories of raising a family and all of the positive things.
You're a very positive person. The first time I met you that I really recall, my mom had just come up, and it's a difficult time. As you know too, Eloise, it's hard to make a transition. And Lois is a talker, and you said, I made some comment like, sometimes was it difficult for you when you first came or something? And I want to say your response to me was, I made a decision many years ago to not ever have a bad day. Does that sound like you?
That's the word BAD is not in my vocabulary. I have challenges.
How about you, Eloise?
Well, I just, I get excited about the year coming up. Just like, this year's been really trying on me. And so, my son found the bridge and moved in there. And of course, my church family and everyone was praying that God would open a door for me and that I'd go to the right place. And so he did, and since I moved into the bridge in June, well, when I first got there, like you say, it was depressing and lonesome, and even though everyone was so friendly, I was still alone. And so every morning when I woke up, I just prayed that God would let me think positive. And so that's what I've
And he
tried
did
to
that
do,
for
and I'm a
you.
talker too.
Well, I think that is, you said that your prayer was that he would help you think positively. And you said, Lois, that bad, I'll say it, you don't have to say it, is not in your vocabulary. You've always taught me, a quote of yours is, as a man thinketh. So it's really important, that mindset, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. Sometimes the hardest thing I think I've ever done was get old. And it's just not something you can deal with until you just make yourself have to deal with it. But I think that's hard. But it brings its rewards too, because you have things open up. The bridge is one of the things that has opened up for me. I didn't necessarily want to leave my home and come here, but I've met the most wonderful people, some more wonderful than others, but they're my age, closer than my age, so we understand each other a little bit more than my next door neighbors were back at home. And so I think that all of those are answers to prayers, because you realize, or I did anyway, I still was not quite settled, but I realized that I was in a place where I was surrounded by people who cared about me.
Correct.
And everybody else in there. And lots of, to use your word, lots of challenges. And I have loved being able to do that, and having people that have problems maybe that I don't have. And I can be very kind I have a chance to be a help to somebody. And that's been real important for me at the bridge.
All right.
Definitely.
We're going to take a break, and then I want some advice from y'all when we come back. Our last remaining moment. Your treasures all. This has been a lovely, lovely hour. I've got about 5 minutes left. I hope that as we've been talking, maybe families, multi-generations have been sitting around and having a chance to kind of listen to all of you talk. But if you have somebody in your life who's young, 20s, 30s, thinking, I want to be like them, what advice would you give? What's your motivation, Lois, to get up every day and put that smile on your face?
It's probably the delight in seeing the younger generation that everyone always says is going to bad, to see what there is good. Our news media sometimes, I'm sorry, gives us too much negative. We need to point out some of these young people and the accomplishments and the care they are giving us older people.
Oh, you see that for sure,
Yes.
where you are at the bridge.
Yes.
Lovely people.
Yeah, and in my own family, that I have a support group.
What's your motivation? Eloise, how did you get so bright and perky at 87 years old?
Well, children are just not taught God's word. They're not taught that to love people and go to church and be a family. And, when I came to the bridge, well, we're a family, and we have church and we have Bible study, and we have prayer service, and we have gobs of the activities, and you know, everyone. I try my best to be positive and to speak to people and to smile, and if there's some that don't look happy, I enjoy talking with them and trying to get a smile on their face.
I guess a successful life is one that you build out of habit, right? You just kind of get in there and plow ahead and do it every day.
Yeah, and be glad for the parents you had. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you can say that. You can say
I really
that.
didn't mean to
No,
say that.
elaborate. You were on to something. What do you mean?
Well, I just think about my mom that, and my daddy too, that Daddy loved to roll me around in the wheelbarrow and whistled all the way. He was my fun part. Mother was the you shouldn't do that. but she was right too. But I loved her so. But anyway, parents were very, very important, and I think that was the same thing for almost every household.
Yeah.
That your parents were listened to.
So to Lois's point where she said that there can be so much if you watch, whether you're watching television or social media, wherever you get your information, there's a lot of negativity out there. I'm going to kind of go back and ask this question again, because I find this is true in my life, that you choose it.
Yeah.
You choose, do you want to be happy, or do you want to keep your faith first, or do you want to call your friends? You choose it. Is that fair to say?
Yes,
And
definitely.
You choose not to be old. I mean, still be young in your heart and still be happy, and you know, just enjoy people, enjoy what's coming up.
What you have. Well, I am very, very grateful to you. I'm the lucky one this morning, because when we say goodbye, I get to know that I'm going to still see them in the hallways when I come to visit my mom. But you're all treasures, and we thank you so much for sharing your insights.
Thank
with
you
us
for
this
having us.
Thank
morning.
you. So
Merry,
It was a
much.
real
Merry
pleasure.
Christmas.
Yes.
One day you're going to come back and sing. Deal?
Not anymore.
Okay. We'll work on that for next year. That's my 2026 New Year's resolution, Lois.
Well, I think you're going to break it, or I'm going to break it for you.
Y'all have a great weekend. Monday, Tish Gailmar, Michaela Bumgarner, Eliza Jones, and I are back kind of talking our own views of the season, looking ahead to the new year. Another fireside chat, if you will, on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Boom, 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 boom.